Good morning and welcome to the Morning Expresso by the Indian Express. My name is Rahil Philippos and here is today's big story. Setting the stage for a debate on the limits of personal law, the government introduced a bill in the Lok Sabha to raise the age of legal marriage for women from 18 to 21, which will apply to all communities in the country. Union Minister Smriti Irani introduced the bill in the Lok Sabha and said that the proposed legislation was secular. It was sent to a parliamentary standing committee for further discussion after opposition parties opposed the bill and questioned the haste with which it was brought to the House. Next up is our latest Express investigation. As the Ram Temple project gathers momentum among the private buyers who rushed in to acquire land after they anticipated hefty gains were local MLAs, close relatives of bureaucrats who either posted in the past or are currently posted in Ayodhya, and local revenue officials whose job is to authenticate land transactions. In 14 cases, the Indian Express's latest investigation has found that these families of these officials brought land after the Apex Court's verdict, all within a 5-kilometer radius of the Ram Temple site. Amidst the flurry of land transactions in Ayodhya, one set of transactions in particular is raising questions of propriety and conflict of interest. At least 4 buyers are closely associated with officials that are probing the seller for alleged irregularities in land transfer from Dalit residents. Next up are our stories from the front page. Even as the bill seeking to link electoral roll data with the Aadhaar ecosystem was pushed through Rajya Sabha amidst acrimonious scenes and an opposition walkout, opposition members who were part of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Personnel, Public Grievances, Law and Justice did not raise any red flags when it asked the government to undertake appropriate action for linking unique Aadhaar card number with the voter ID card in March 2020, warning that the Omicron variant of COVID-19 is at least 3 times more transmissible than the Delta variant. The centre has directed states to impose strict restrictions in districts reporting high positivity rates, including the imposition of night curfews, strict regulation of large gatherings and containment measures. The centre also told states to activate war rooms and to keep analysing trends and surges. Now for our must-reads. Earlier this year, 3 children died and 16 were hospitalized after taking cough syrup prescribed at Delhi's Mohalla clinics. A probe into the deaths has landed on 2 possible causes. One could potentially be the contamination of a specific batch of the medicine, and the other is giving a higher dose of the cough syrup than necessary. One of the victims, 3-year-old Ananya, took the medication prescribed to her mother accidentally. Her mother recalls going out to get 3 buckets of water one day, and when she returned, she found her daughter playing for about 30 minutes before she fell asleep and didn't wake up. During the Goa Assembly election in February next year, the constituency of Porium is set to witness an unexpected duel between a father and a son. This comes after former Chief Minister and 11-time Congress MLA Pratap Singh Rani announced that he will contest the upcoming polls from the constituency where he has remained undefeated. His son, Health Minister and BJP MLA Vishwajit Rani, who will also be contesting from the same constituency, said that his 83-year-old father was under pressure from the Congress's central leadership to contest the upcoming election at a time when he should be hanging up his boots and retiring from active politics. Urvashi Butalia writes on the legacy of feminist author and activist Bell Hooks, who passed away earlier this month. You can read her tribute to Hooks in the IndianExpress.com website. More than a century after Sundar Singh Majithia was named the first president of the Shiromani Gurdwara Parbandhak Committee, his great-grandson Bikram Majithia is facing the family's biggest political crisis in its history. Weeks ahead of the Punjab Assembly elections, Bikram was booked in a drugs case. We take a look at his family's legacy as well as his own political career. And finally, there is a deeply entrenched and almost unerasable image of Rahul Dravid as mellowed and measured, dignified and graceful with both his words and his bat. A good boy image as Dravid describes himself. But his stint as head coach of the Indian team can finally help him grow out of this persona. And that's all for today's Morning Expresso. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe to the Indian Express's YouTube channel for the latest news updates.